I've been out of work lately, like everyone else. This situation is hard on everyone, and while I had some savings and stuff for an emergency setup, I've been going through it pretty steadily. Food, pet supplies, bills. I needed to find some way to bring in cash. I've done everything people have told me about, applied for temporary unemployment, started trying to sell my art online for some money, and started begging on sites like Craigslist for a job outdoors or from home. But I mean, everyone's hurting for money. Everyone needs right now and no one wants to give. I'm still okay, you know, not at the danger zone yet. It helps that my landlord is waiving everyone's rent for a month and then tells us he'll let us all be on payment plans after that if we need to. My other bills are being really understanding and helpful, but I still need something. So I keep looking. I can't just stop it now. Hell, I'm a little scared I won't have a job to go back to when this blows over. All this leading up to tell you that I got an email yesterday that was really weird. I'm just gonna let me copy and paste it for you, okay? Paid volunteer work. Hello, Mr. Rook. My name is Melody, and I work for the N Company. Who are we, you might ask? We are a French-based company doing work in therapy and psychotherapy, looking for paid volunteers to help us with our latest project. Our goal is to help people overcome deep-set phobias in the hope that we can make lives better and more fulfilling for everyone. In this difficult time, we understand that you are struggling, as are we all, and here at N, we want to do everything we can to help. That said, we still need a select specific kind of person to fit this position, and so below I have attached a questionnaire for you to fill out and send back to me. If you are the person we are looking for, we'll get back to you. Thank you for your time, and good luck. I censored some stuff so no one can go looking for her. She had a phone number included too, but I'm leaving that out also. Don't go looking for her, guys, okay? I don't want her to know I posted this here or anywhere. Also ignore my dorky email. I know it's a stupid joke, but my name is Aiden Rook, and while I can't really stand chess, I do love puns. I mean, you guys can fill it out if you want. I can't stop you. But again, I'd really rather they not know I'm sharing all this, and I don't think it'd be a good idea. Do those weird questions show up for you guys? The one about the face touching and the be my friend thing. Fucking creepy. The worst one, to me, was the one asking if I want to see a secret. Like, what the fuck kind of question is that? Or the one about if I'd ever hurt myself and how much it'd take to make me do it. I mean, I filled the damn thing out, even the weird questions, because I figured phobias, fears, the whole thing is designed to spook you out so they can do their research, right? Sent it in yesterday and figured it would be a while until I got a reply. I tried googling the company afterward, but a surprising number of companies used its name, and I couldn't find any kind of link to the website itself in her email, which also felt kind of weird. Shouldn't she have provided that? I expected it to be a few days, now, even a week or more, before I got anything like a reply. So it was more than a little shocking when I got a phone call this morning from a woman who sounded like she'd had about 4 cups of coffee too many. Hello, Aiden. She greeted like we'd been best friends for years. My name is Melody. Thank you so much for your prompt reply to us. Oh, hi, Mrs. W. I replied, flustered and half asleep, because she called at like 8 am. It's really good to hear back from you. Of course. You sound like a perfect fit for what we are looking for in volunteers, Mr. Rook, and I just wanted to go over a couple more things with you. Do you have any questions for me? To begin with, well, what I'll be doing, for one. I laughed a little nervously. The question survey was kind of strange. There was this question about my FAR. It's very simple, really. She interrupted maybe too sharply, maybe with an edge to her voice. I wasn't sure. We need someone to stay under observation in a certain room in our building for about 5 to 20 hours, probably overnight. Does that sound like something you can do? What am I being observed for? The questionnaire talked about. Does that sound like something you can do? Okay, there was a definite edge this time. A snap to the sweetness of her tone. Like overly sweet. Now? Fruit that went overripe. At this point, a smart person might have called the whole thing off. said fuck it, and realized that this was a really fucking weird situation that felt off and dangerous. But then she spoke again. I forgot to mention. We are paying our volunteers $100,000 for 1 day's work. I could hear her smirk. 100 grand? How the hell was I supposed to turn that down? I laughed despite myself. Lady, for 100 grand, I'll stay in your stupid room for a month. She chuckled, and I swear to God, it sounded almost like a purr. That won't be necessary, Mr. Rook. Just a couple nights. I knew you'd be the perfect volunteer. Well, that was even creepier. I suddenly felt handpicked, and not in a good way. Again, instinct was screaming at me to hang up and give up on this. To run away screaming and never look back. But 100 grand. To sit in a room and maybe get my head fucked with. Well, I've never been perfect in my life. I laughed awkwardly, and she hummed in this tolerant, bored sort of way. When is a good time for us to meet with you? Was her next question, and I chewed my lip, thoughtfully. What appointments do you have? I mean, I'm not working or doing much, right now. Obviously Jesus. She made me nervous. Even over the phone, with her sugar sweet tone, I felt judged and found wanting. So anytime, then. How about Wednesday, at, say, 6 o'clock? We'll have an address sent to you. Wednesday at 6. Sure. I swallowed, hard sudden anxiety and a creeping feeling of dread settling in my stomach. Suddenly, it all felt a little too real. I was and am painfully aware how stupid I would be to take this offer. But I mean, that much money, that much, just to stand in a room for a few hours. An empty room. Thanks for watching, subscribe for more.